Please welcome Channing Tatum.
Hello. How is everybody? What an incredible honor to be here in this room with the actual miracle makers. You know, the stories that I love would never come to life without you all, so just thank you in advance. Tonight I'm honored to be here to present the Hamilton Award for Production Design to my friend and the wildly talented Inbal Weinberg for her work on Roofman. Look, I read that script and I wanted to be a part of it immediately, but I also knew that, you know, I was gonna have to breathe and live, you know, the life as well as or deeply as I possibly could of Jeffrey Manchester, and that is exactly where Inbal Weinberg came in. You know, most of the time actors, we have to suspend some disbelief, you know, like, don't open that door, there's nothing out there, or don't open the drawer, there's nothing in there, or don't go stand by that wall because we didn't have time to build it. And, you know, and that's fine, because that's what we do. We just, you know, we make believe, and that's what makes it fun. But I didn't have to do that on an Inbal set. Everything works. If I just wanted to pick up like instant popcorn, I guarantee you that microwave was gonna work, or the stovetop was gonna work. She's such a master of her craft, and also just one of the most lovely human beings, by the way. I mean, every day you get to walk in and just see her smiling face, and weirdly, she loves it when you destroy her sets, and I did that a lot. She's worked with Derek for years, and she understands his language, and has this rare ability to kind of turn those sometimes, or a lot of times, impossible visions into a reality, creating entire worlds from nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean what she did on our budget was nothing short of a magic trick. I still don't know how she did it. To see her transform an abandoned Toys R Us, by show of hands, who's been in a Toys R Us here? Yes, almost everybody. Great, so you guys are gonna know this very well. It was like nothing. It was an abandoned Toys R Us. There was nothing in there, it was gutted. And when I say, like, you remember the tiles, you know how they looked. You remember the aisles and the halogen light bulbs, and she, tile by tile, light bulb by light bulb, aisle by aisle, toy by toy, era-specific toys. She rebuilt an entire Toys R Us. We had people that were coming in from the neighborhood trying to buy toys, that it didn't look like a movie set. So basically what I'm saying is thanks for doing half of my job for me, Inbal, at least. Like, do you remember the gum at the cash register? Like the zebra gum? Yeah, yep. Yes, I love that. Because I think I cried a little bit when I saw it. I think it was called Fruit Stripes. And that's what she does. She, someone really liked that one. That's what she does. She really creates environments that bring grown men to tears. I know that some of my friends would argue I might not be a grown man, but I can promise you that there was some grizzly, bearded men that had like cement bags for hands, grips that I swear to you got teared up when they walked into this Toys R Us. You got to watch them walk into their childhood like, you know, dreams and fantasies. Look, Inbal, your work goes far beyond what we got to create together, and even though I'd love to claim you as my own, your artistry has spanned decades of incredible films, including Blue Valentine, The Place Beyond the Pines, and The Lost Daughter, and of course, Roofman. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the 2025 Hamilton Award recipient of Production Design, Inbal Weinberg.
Wow. Thank you, Channing, for the kind words. I'm so touched. You know, working with director Derek C. in France, our top priority is creating worlds for our actors, and designing for Channing Tatum was such a thrill. I remember the first time I showed Channing around the Toys R Us set, and I was midway through explaining a complicated ceiling stunt when he just hoisted himself up and he disappeared into the rafters effortlessly, and that's when I knew we were gonna have fun together. But fun stunts aside, Roofman was a huge challenge for all of us. It had an ever-expanding vision and a never-expanding budget. I'm deeply grateful to my art department for their positive spirit and can-do attitude, always offering solutions and never giving up. I'd also like to thank Variety, Hamilton, and all of you for shining a light on our craft. They always say that making films is like turning dreams into a reality. But if you've ever tried to explain your dreams to someone, you know how hard it is to convey to others what you're seeing in your mind's eye. As production designers, we learn to see a director's dream, then be the dream's interpreters. It's a very complicated and often fraught task, but then when everything finally comes together and we all see the same vision, it's one of the most fulfilling creative bonds. To dream together is the essence of filmmaking. Thank you for honoring all of us dreamers.